Right boys, the plan for this video didn't work, so I span a random wheel and today I'm going to Platinum. Released in 2019, Mortal Kombat 11 is a fighting... Wait, why am I explaining? I bet even your grandma knows what Mortal Kombat is. Developed by NetherRealm Studios, Mortal Kombat 11 went on to sell over 15 million copies. Now this isn't my first rodeo with a fighting game, so the easy tutorials I already understood. However, I'm ashamed to admit I spent hours trying to beat the more advanced tutorials. I have a lot of respect for people who can do this kind of stuff consistently, because I could barely do it once. Time to put those advanced combos I learned into practice. I'm lying, I never used them again, ever, not once. I couldn't find a single piece of footage. I didn't use them. Moving on. After getting the 3 tutorial trophies, I picked up 2 more easy trophies. There's an area in the game called the Crypt. In here you can run around and explore with various things to do. I hit the gong in the crypt for a quick trophy, and then I donated the 50,000 coins I'd collected by doing the tutorials to give me another trophy. Now it was time to start the story mode of Mortal Kombat 11. I'll confess boys, because I wasted about 70 hours on a video idea, I was already rushing to try and get this video out as soon as possible. So I had to skip all cutscenes to save time. It took me several hours and saw me fight as many different characters, but I was able to pick up 3 trophies. 1 for finishing half the story mode, 1 for finishing all of the story mode, and the last one for seeing the end credits. After wrapping up the story, I needed to perform 2 different fatalities with each character. If you don't know, a fatality is just something you can do if you win a game. However, it's quite gruesome, and if you know what YouTube's like, I'm probably going to get in trouble if I show you them. So you'll have to use your own imagination or do your own research, but here is every single trophy I got while grinding the character fatality trophies. I'll be honest, it kinda sucks for both of us to not be able to show half the trophies in the video. But to summarise, I got 28 trophies. 26 of them were for performing all the fatalities with all the characters. 1 was for finishing a classic tower for the first time, and the other one was for spilling 10,000 pints of blood. Here is where the trophy hunting really becomes mind over matter. I needed to perform 100 brutalities. This is just another finisher but done during the fight instead of after. To do this I had to fight the CPU 100 times in a row. After doing it 25 times I got a trophy, and then I get the last one for doing it 100 times. I really did do it, I just can't take any chances with showing it on YouTube. Next, I had to play 25 AI battle simulators. These are just fights that you watch a team of attackers try to beat a team of defenders. Watching 10 sets gave me another trophy, and then watching a further 15 gave me the last trophy I needed. Now comes my favourite part of Mortal Kombat, online trophies. Well, not the trophies, just playing online. You understand what I mean. First, I paid 100 respect points to other players in King of the Hill. In this game mode there's an option to go AFK, so I just sat AFK and watched other people fight and then gave them respect after each of their fights. Doing so gave me the trophy. Now it was my turn to shine. I had to play 50 casual matches online. You might be wondering, who did I pick? Maybe Scorpion, because he's such an iconic character. Maybe I looked at a tier list of characters to give myself an advantage. Or maybe Big Sword. Yep, my whole choice was based on being able to use a big sword. I mean it worked. Across the 50 games, I got 37 wins and 15 losses. I seemed to do well against other people with little experience as well. But against anyone that had a lot of wins, I just kinda got folded like an omelette, so I guess I probably won't be turning professional anytime soon. For my last online trophy, I played a team battle. This is just a group of players versus a boss, and it was not very challenging. Completing it gave me my last online trophy I needed. It was time to go back to grinding. Aight, boom. To start the grind, I decided to get some of the very easy trophies out the way. First, I ran a total of 5 miles in the crypt. Then I had to use 50 consumables. These are just effects you can have during tower fights that help you. using a further 50 consumables gave me another trophy as well. For some reason the trophies for this game pop way later than they actually should. Sometimes I would do the requirements for a trophy and I would not get the trophy for another 20 minutes or something. But anyway, I opened 200 chests in the crypt. Before beating an opponent as Bugvara, I showed mercy to enemies 10 times, before changing stances 50 times during a match and ducking 100 times during a match. With those trophies done, the remaining trophies were all heavy grinding trophies. Now, I had to beat a classic tower with 10 different characters, so that is a grand total of 50 fights just to unlock this next trophy. I then had to impale the character's head on the warrior shrine. To unlock a character's head, you need to fatality them 25 times, and that gives me a trophy. But once you have impaled the head, you unlock a character victory you can use. I need to unlock and use 5 of these, so I had to repeat the process 4 more times. That means I had to perform a total of 125 fatalities against bots to unlock this next trophy. Just like character victories, I needed to unlock 5 character intros. And to do that I had to beat a specific tower for each character, and I had to repeat it 5 times so I could get 5 different intros. After getting all 5 intros I got the next trophy. At this point I realised I'd made a small mistake, a little oopsie. Throughout my playthrough I had finished roughly 90 towers, if not less. The problem is, the next 2 trophies were for finishing 125 towers and finishing 250 towers. Now the fastest way to do this was to just join a tower and press finish tower, which ends it automatically and it counts as finishing one. So I had to basically join and leave 160 towers in a row to get the next 2 trophies, but it had to be done and I got the trophies for doing it. Yeah, it probably would have been less mind-numbingly painful to actually play the towers instead of just leaving them, but I was really short of time and this was the only way I could do it quickly. For the very last trophy, I had to go back to the crypt and wander around searching for hanging bodies. After finding and pulling 50 hanging bodies, the trophy would not pop and I went AFK. At some point during this I got the last trophy I needed and the platinum trophy for Mortal Kombat 11. Shameless plug time boys, it took me about 40 hours in total and it will take you about 40 milliseconds to subscribe. My community poll on YouTube is still active if you want to be involved in deciding the next video.